Well, here we are again.
Yes, we are. We're back, folks.
Just for the fun of it, Steven wants to talk about food.
Oh, I don't care if we talk about food per se. I think it's important to talk about healthy, being healthy, eating healthy, and having sufficient flavor to do that.
And you know what? I was just thinking, if you want to be healthy, you have to make sure that the words you're eating are good for you.
The words you're eating.
Yes, the words you're eating.
So we have to eat good words.
Well, what that means is, you know, if you have critical thoughts and you don't put them into words, as you just said to me a few minutes ago, they can turn into lumps.
They probably could, yeah. Well, what I was thinking was, after reading, I read 2 short articles in Ode, which is an interesting magazine. One was on food from Africa versus local homegrown food. And people seem to be on the bandwagon for local food rather than food flown in. And this article was trying to sell African food, saying that it was as healthy as locally grown. Mm-hmm. It might be from a monetary perspective, whereby everyone has to work these days or they turn into terrorists. But I don't really want to give up Grafton peaches for whatever might be coming thousands of miles on an airplane.
It doesn't make any sense to me that local food would be less healthy for you than something flown in from Africa. Local food goes with local people.
Yeah, right.
I mean, and that's the healthiest way to eat. And the people in Africa should be eating their African food, and the people in America should be eating their American food.
Unfortunately, they have to export it somewheres in order to get sufficient money to go and buy American fast food. But I had a thought about the second article that I read. This will all tie in. And that is how important broccoli is as an antioxidant. Mm-hmm. And you and I both know that people don't like to eat broccoli.
Well, some people.
Yes.
You, for instance.
Well,
and Bush Sr. didn't like broccoli. He was famous for it.
Well, he's in his 90s and he's gotten away with it. But what I wondered was, you know, they talked about doing a stir fry in this piece. They didn't call it a stir fry, of broccoli, garlic, and a little bit of pepper and parsley kind of whipped up. And that would be okay once a week, I suppose. If
I make broccoli soup, and
yes,
you like
that. Yes, it's wonderful. It's very good.
And that's really simple to me.
But I have something better, and
what?
It's vegan.
Yeah.
Broccoli chewing gum. And what you do is you take the essence of the broccoli, and you want the essence, you know, the real flavorful essence of the broccoli and the garlic and a little green pepper and some parsley.
Oh, broccoli chewing gum.
And
that's one of your best inventions yet.
And you mix it with, it has to be vegan, so I guess we go with agar-agar or something.
I don't know what chewing gum is made out of. You know, chewing gum is great stuff. I haven't chewed it for years, but but this would be a great way to get kids to eat their vegetables.
Broccoli, yeah.
Well, you could even have other kinds. You could have green bean chewing gum.
Vegetarian chewing gum.
Spinach chewing gum. You could have
salad. Just throw it all together.
Salad chewing gum. I don't know.
But if
it's
you
better, I think, if we stick with the individual.
Right. But if there was a chewing gum.
Tomato chewing
that
gum?
had the natural flavor of, say, carrots, which is
sweet.
But
it isn't about flavor. You know, if you want to get
you want the
whatever
essence.
It is that prevents cancer and other things. I'm not sure that it works if it's only chewing gum.
Well,
maybe we should think of smoothies. How about broccoli smoothies?
No, that's too close to what already exists. They have those.
Smoothies.
They have that
smoothies.
At health food stores.
Cabbage smoothies.
And you go in.
No. You can't get vegetable smoothies. I've never heard of them. That's brand new thought.
Vegetable smoothies.
Yes, vegetable smoothies.
Well, I guess if you put enough honey in, it would be okay. Or sugar, or...
Well, you know, you don't necessarily
anything but high
fructose
corn syrup.
You know, you don't necessarily want to sweeten
aspartame.
them. They should be spicy. How about spicy vegetable smoothies? Why wouldn't that work?
Now, bear with me on this now. If you warmed it, it would be a soup. So if you chilled it, it would be a smoothie?
Well, a smoothie is thicker, for one thing, than a soup. Even whether it's a hot or cold soup, it's very thick.
Yeah.
Like a frap, you know, they don't have fraps anymore, they have smoothies or
Right.
whatever. But maybe they do have fraps, I don't know.
But if you have the
But
soup,
if you have
chill
we're
the
not,
soup.
but if you, because it wouldn't be thick enough. You'd have to make it in such a way that it was thick enough and spicy. It has to be spicy.
It has to go through the straw.
Well,
if it goes through the straw, you've got it made.
They have like these larger straws for smoothies, so it's okay.
Okay.
You know, I mean, they're like a 1/4 of an inch instead of an 1/8 of an inch or something.
So you'd use some sort of soy-based liquid.
Yeah, something, or you know, if you're talking vegan, or you could make it with milk. If you wanted, you know, if you weren't non-dairy, I mean, some people are fine with milk, so that would be okay.
Let's be stoic about this. I mean, let's just get rid of anything, because this is new and different.
If it doesn't taste good, people won't eat it.
Oh, it'll taste very good.
But that was the idea.
It'll taste good.
How will it taste good if you don't have anything good to eat in it?
Because you'll have natural sweeteners in the chewing gum.
I don't know whether we're talking smoothies, and now we're back to chewing gum.
Well, but smoothies, chewing gum.
It's two different things.
Okay, but if you allow yourself to see eating, especially folks who are overweight, to see eating as something you do on your feet.
No sitting down?
Right.
I have heard that actually that eating standing up helps you gain weight because you eat too fast.
You eat too fast if you're standing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it's better to sit down when you're eating.
So they would need to receive a cassette that would set the pace for the swallowing.
Yes, because if you eat
Spiritual swallowing.
If you eat slower, then you eat less.
Yeah.
Because you get satisfied faster. So
especially if you don't like it in the first place.
If you don't like it in the first place, maybe you have to eat it really fast.
No. That
in order to get it over
purpose.
with.
No, that defeats the purpose. What you want is to provide sustenance so that one sits down and eats this stuff.
What stuff?
Whatever's
not chewing gum.
Whatever is in
the
glass.
You don't swallow chewing gum.
No, you better not.
No, it's very bad for you.
It's bad
to swallow chewing gum.
But if you drink this thing down and do it slowly, that's my microphone.
I know. You put it on in a funny way. I wish I'd noticed.
Oh, well, it's okay.
That's what doing a tiger.
That's what doing a show with your wife is
all
all
about. Now, that's a
about.
nice tiger.
Now, this is Ned Hardy tiger.
Yes, that's a fine tiger.
It's a great tiger, I really think.
Very well, good-looking tiger.
It's a good-looking tiger. It's a good-looking shirt,
yeah.
actually. So let's get back. I mean, we have something really good here.
What?
This whole
chewing
dynamic of the powder, the broccoli powder that gets stirred.
Broccoli powder. Okay, but it's
veggie powder.
Uncooked. It should be uncooked for the most part. I mean,
that's
maybe
fine.
dried broccoli.
Yeah.
Dried fresh broccoli.
Dried fresh broccoli, parsley, garlic, and a little green bean.
Okay. So we have dried powder, and we mix it with what? Water?
Soy milk. Soy milk.
Uh-huh.
And heat it up or chill it. In other words, you can go in one of two ways. You can make it into a soup by heating it up, or you can add ice and put it in a blender and thicken it up, and you have a drink. And then after lunch, after you've had this, then chew a little broccoli chewing gum and to get the enzymes in. And that would bring enzymes. See, the problem is when we sit down to eat, right there, sit down to eat.
Yeah.
We have a conception in our mind of what feels good.
Uh-huh.
Like a grilled cheese sandwich or pancakes with maple syrup. Now, this has nothing whatsoever to do with sustenance. This is an old carryover from childhood programming.
Yeah.
Mom would give you apple pancakes and lather on this wonderful Vermont maple syrup. And it would be good, and you'd have it, and 40, 50 years later, when someone says, "Are you hungry?" You go, "Yeah, what would you like?" You have no idea what you'd like. And you'd say something like, "How about apple pancakes?" Because at 4 years of age, it sort of started a tradition. But now, if number one, we don't sit down, we stand for supper.
No, that's bad.
No, I think it's stools.
I'm sorry. You've got to sit down for supper. I can't do that. Can't do the standing for
You
supper.
can't.
Doesn't
how about
work.
could we stand for breakfast?
Certainly not.
Could we? How about stools?
No,
Like-
I like sitting.
Yeah,
Sitting for
okay.
eating is healthier.
Okay, so we have to sit down. We have something put in front of us which is not the fantasy. Because the fantasy would be, say, pancakes or a really delicious grilled cheese sandwich with Jarlsberg Swiss coming out of black Russian bread with seeds. That would be so good. But we're not going to get that. No, we can't have that because of cholesterol, because of potential for getting our arteries clogged. So we have to get something healthy. And we can't make it look like a grilled cheese sandwich. So we make it look like a nice, thick frap.
You're right.
And you see this, and it's foamy.
Well, I think if you added, like curry powder, spices,
to the frap.
maybe something that would make it, interesting to eat. You might even like it.
It might be good. But there's a psychological battle going on here for most people. And that is that if you ask people to candidly tell you what they would like to eat, you'll get 3 or 4 meals. And they'd be satisfied with that. Turkey dinner at Thanksgiving, fine, okay, we'll go on with that. But for the rest of the time, ham and eggs or bacon and eggs or an omelet, maybe a grilled cheese sandwich, burrito, sushi, and pizza.
And then you would eat that all day long. All day long you would eat all those things.
I wouldn't tire of that, no.
And you'd never get tired of it, all
Right.
those 5 things, and over and over again, same things.
Well, I mean, there's all kinds of pizza. There's all kinds of sushi. There's all kinds of cheese for a grilled cheese sandwich. But I'm a very easygoing man.
Oh,
you
yes.
know how easy I am.
Oh, yes.
I'm easy to live with. I'm easy to
But that doesn't
cook
include
for.
things like broccoli, and it's not as healthy a diet.
Well, this is why I am trying to
so
come
you,
up
along with your grilled cheese sandwich, you're going to have a broccoli frap,
Well, yeah,
so to speak.
a broccoli
Well,
frap.
smoothie. We're calling it a smoothie. We're not calling
Either
it a frap. Fraps
broccoli
have ice cream
smoothie,
in them.
or we chew the broccoli gum and get
Or
the
we
enzymes
chew the broccoli
that way.
gum and get the
It's-
enzymes that way.
Yeah. Now, this is perfect.
But the gum isn't going to give you any fiber, and fiber is also very important in the diet.
Do we have to have stringy gum?
No.
Not stringy gum.
No, because you don't swallow gum.
True.
Fiber is something you swallow.
I see. I'm at a loss now. I've never had a fibrous frap before. I suppose in soup.
Well, that's
it's
why
okay.
if you put in, when you grind it up, it's not, that's the trouble with the powder. The powder won't provide you with the
I mean, for
substance.
this to work, you need a celebrity to go on, talk radio and TV and be the voice of broccoli chewing gum. This is Bill Clinton for broccoli gum. Something like, when Hillary's too busy to get a supper, we just chew a little broccoli.
Gum.
Gum. that might go over.
It might. You're right. It might.
It
Yeah.
just those people who voted for him might go to the market and buy it and try
Yeah,
it.
they might.
Or someone
might.
else. I mean.